Hey, what's up, guys? It's Glitchy here with a unscripted video for once. I really just wanted to talk about my kind of first thoughts and opinions on the Black Ops 7 beta, because the way that I do things on this channel is whatever I play throughout the week, I usually just do a video on that. It really doesn't matter what it is. It just so happens that most of the stuff I've been playing from week to week has been new releases because, I mean, the industry is just kind of cranking out bangers right now. So, what can I say? Um, Black Ops 7 is kind of a difficult topic because I feel like you can't talk about this game without talking about all of the politics that completely and utterly surround the game. And a big part of this beta is the fact that they completely and utterly removed skill-based matchmaking as well as EOMM from the matchmaking system for most of the playlists. They keep the Mosh Pit playlist, which still has everything, everything that's not really making people happy right now. So I want to come at it from the perspective that I didn't play the first couple days of the beta because I didn't want to pay for it. And that's kind of been my entire thought process on Black Ops 7 as a whole is I don't want to pay for the game. And the only way I'm going to experience the game is if I were to either get it for free, which probably isn't going to happen, or that I'd play the open beta and then give my thoughts on that for the most part, which, I mean, still doesn't really work for a review because they could change anything they really want about the open beta, especially the skill-based matchmaking, which that is my huge positive of the beta. Skill-based matchmaking being gone made me genuinely debate pre-ordering the game. And that doesn't come lightly when I don't pre-order anything at all anymore. And I haven't for quite a while. I don't like pre-ordering things because I don't like the idea of giving a company money when I haven't even touched the product yet. Or haven't been able to, see what other people think about the product either. And I'm really a fan of the idea of, you should make your own opinions, especially when, companies like Steam have a policy where you can refund the game after 2 hours if you really don't like it, no matter what. That's a perfect system. It makes it to where people can try out their opinions. They can get their money back if they really just truly and utterly absolutely hate something that they're playing. But I really wish that I didn't feel like this game is going to be absolutely unplayable on launch if they simply remove the one thing that they added only for the beta, which this is the first time that they've listened to the community in 6 years about skill-based matchmaking. So it doesn't really feel great that all of the stuff that we really needed for this game, for this franchise at this point, can be removed at an instant, especially when they've been trying to say that skill-based matchmaking doesn't exist at all, EOMM doesn't exist at all, which is just blatantly a lie. They've admitted it with this, with how the matchmaking works in the Black Ops 7 beta. It's they've been lying this whole time. And sorry if I sound nasally. But I don't want to talk about the politics too much because I already did a version of this video where it was 30 minutes long. This is probably going to be 10 minutes from how I'm recording it right now, where this game feels like an in-between point of Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, and that is a pretty good compliment, at least I hope, since personally for me, Black Ops 3 was the last time I genuinely enjoyed playing multiplayer and genuinely felt like the game was fair and it felt really fun and I could just hop on, play by myself, and have a lot of fun. This is the only game recently, in this modern era of COD, probably spanning from, Modern Warfare 2019 all the way to now, where I felt the same. I have gotten on the Black Ops 7 beta every single day, and I have played the open Mosh Pit playlist for at least an hour or two every single day that the beta's been up, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. I've played with friends. For the most part, I also play Call of Duty with my girlfriend. She really enjoys the game as well, and that's a lot considering the fact she wasn't a fan of the first game that she tried, which was the Modern Warfare 2 that came out a couple of years ago. And I feel like it's almost controversial to say that, you know, I just want Call of Duty to be in a better place. I don't want to see this franchise just fall into the ground and just never get back up. You know, I don't want to play shitty games, and I don't think shitty games have a place in the world, especially when, you know, Call of Duty feels like it has been so high up on the mantle for so long now, where there has basically been no competitors, and the 1 year that we finally get a competition is when we finally start seeing some changes. Because it's obvious that a lot of the changes that they made, specifically with skill-based matchmaking, have completely and utterly come from the fact that the beta has had the lowest numbers that they have ever seen. Like, just going off the Steam charts, the highest point for the Call of Duty HQ, which is what houses all of the newer Call of Duty games, got up to 99,000 for the beta. And that's not great. Those aren't great numbers, especially when Battlefield 6, just on Steam alone, that's not counting EA's launcher, that's not counting Xbox, that's not counting PlayStation, had 500,000 players in early access for the people that spent $70 to play the game. That's not even counting all the people that tried to get on in the queue, as well as, you know, all the people that started playing over the weekend. Like, it held steady numbers for basically the entire time that it was up, even on the second weekend that the beta was available. And it's obvious that Activision is horrified of the fact that, you know, they're going to lose money. They're definitely losing money this year. It feels like they're silently conceding with the fact that they're removing skill-based matchmaking, at least in the beta, where they're just like, yeah, we lost. We've lost this year to Battlefield, which feels great from a standpoint of competition breeds greatness. But it doesn't feel great because if this game doesn't make money off of the fact that skill-based matchmaking isn't in the game, the Activision the Activision executives are simply going to look at it and be like, well, we did what the fans wanted and they didn't like it, so we'll just go back to what's making us money still, which is just cranking out skins, AI content, garbage, just slop. Turn Call of Duty into a complete and utter slop fest, which I don't think there's any space for that in the industry at this point. I don't think anybody wants that for the industry at this point, except for the people that stand to make money from it. From an art standpoint, video games have no place being infected by the disease known as AI generation. And it sucks that that is basically the point that we are turning to, where developers are being forced to use these tools and executives see the tools as a way to get rid of expenses, which expenses means employees. But I want to stop talking about the politics. This is what happened in the first cut of this video as well. But the game itself feels great, but it only feels great because there's no skill-based matchmaking. I would wholeheartedly say that this game will genuinely just fall apart if you cannot find a lobby where you are just simply evenly matched, or you are not finding lobbies. Like, it's fine when you have like 1 out of like 5 be a lobby where you get absolutely stomped. That's how it used to be back in the day. You know, you'd find a lobby where you just get unlucky and you just get completely fucking wiped by the enemy team. And that's fine. That's fine every once in a while. But if you are getting wiped on a constant basis because the game has flagged you as being somebody that's better at the game than, you know, the average player, then, and you're just stuck in basically loser's queue for like 10 matches, that's not great. And that's not going to make the game feel great. And it feels unfair. And then when you finally get out of loser's queue and you finally win 1 match, and then you're straight back in. That's how it felt for me in Black Ops 6 at the very least, which made me hate the game. I only played zombies in Black Ops 6, and honestly, I wish I didn't. I regret that. I regret purchasing Black Ops 6, to say the very least, because the way that the game was supported and handled was just not great. And I want the best for this game. I want this game to feel good, but I won't be buying it at launch. I probably won't even do a full review on it. Which, I mean, I don't think anybody's coming to me to, like, get my opinions to see if they should buy the game, but I won't be doing a review on this. This will be the only Black Ops 7 video I make, probably, hopefully. Because I don't want to make another video on this game. I just want this to be my formulaic thought. I just want this to be my thoughts and opinions on the beta, and then, you know, if the game comes out and it's shit, and they put skill-based matchmaking back in, then I don't touch the game, I don't talk about the game, and this is just a negative video, a footnote, whatever. And even if the game is good on launch, I still don't want to make another video, because I want this to be just another footnote. I don't want to do unscripted videos, and even if I were to do a full review on Black Ops 7, I'd probably do it scripted, but I don't want to touch it with a 6-foot pole. I don't want to turn into a Call of Duty channel. I'm not a huge fan of doing videos in a row on like shooters and stuff like that, and this is coming out like 2 weeks after my fucking Dying Light video. I don't want to do that at all. Even though I'm probably going to do a review on Battlefield 6. But there's a lot of shooters coming out, and that's probably what I'm going to be playing. And I'll probably crank out another few videos where it's like multiplayer videos where I play with friends, or more commentary videos like this one. I don't know. We'll see. Black Ops 7 has great foundation. They just can't fuck it up. They just can't fuck it up horrendously, like they have been doing with every single COD for basically the past 6 years. And I'm saying that as someone who didn't even play a couple of them. Like, I didn't play Modern Warfare 3, I didn't play Vanguard, and I didn't play Cold War for the most part. I played 2019, I played Modern Warfare 2, and I played Black Ops 6. So out of the 6 years of COD, I've played 3 years of them. And it's a pretty wide gap between each of those, especially since, you know, some of them were Infinity Ward and one of them was Treyarch, and the Infinity Ward ones were the worst, and the Treyarch ones were better, but not good, I'd say. This is the only time where I felt like the Call of Duty that will be coming out this year, being Black Ops 7, might be, I wouldn't even say good. I'd say okay. Passable. You know, C-, C+ maybe. But it really depends on how they support the game afterwards. It really depends on what they do with skill-based matchmaking when the game actually comes out. So I'd say, you know, if you're seeing this video, download the beta if you really want to see how the game feels, and form your own opinion. Do not pre-order this game, though. Only pre-order if they have it in writing somewhere in a contract that says that fucking skill-based matchmaking will never get added to Black Ops 7 ever again. Because then that will clearly send a message where it's like, oh yeah, we don't want fucking skill-based matchmaking in our shitty game anymore. And even then, they'll probably add it back next year. So, who really gives a shit? But what can you do? It's not our game. It's not our quote-unquote art. So they can change whatever they want, but we can also decide not to play it. And if you are also a Call of Duty fan and you don't want to see this type of shit in your games anymore, just don't play the game. The easiest way you can send a message, which that's the only one that they're hearing, is don't play the game. Make sure that when they report their numbers to their stockholders and any of the people, like their investors, that they have to say, well, our numbers are extremely low on Call of Duty. Because when those investors start pulling the money, that's when they start making changes so that they can get players back into the game. That's what I want to end this video off on. So honestly, I'll see you when I see you. This is Glitchy, signing off.